I am at nowhere really. I actually don't know. But what I know is that this is a 150cc self-styled or self-customed off-road machine. And as you can see, it is a load of basic metal tubes welded together. And if you look back there, we have a couple of cogwheels to give it some pull power. And these lights, they can allow you to drive at night, of course. In fact, this car, I can tell you for sure, will not cause the Formula 1 cars sleepless nights. But one thing is for sure, I don't know of a Formula 1 car that can do this. In a drift, the Buggy is an absolute delight. It has a firm assurance of stability, obviously because of its low center of gravity. The rear wheels sway willingly to the left or to the right at the wheel of the driver, as the front wheels hold firm as you steer, feeling much more like a fulcrum, holding all the weight as you decide which side and how fast. Never mind the dust, I'm beginning to wish it was mad. Every man has that little boy in them that wants to get dirty and to take little stupid risks. If you are like me, you need this buggy.
The buggy is made from 1¼ inch black metal that is very strong without stress points whereby weaknesses are built. And the engine is a 150cc. Lower consumption.
A short wheelbase makes a car feel nimble and good in tight times. That's an important quality for an off-roader. You would therefore say that this is a natural habitat for this buggy. And right from ignition, you feel its hunger for roughness. It has the traditional rear wheel propulsion, and both the design of the axle and the size of the tires are deliberate to provide the necessary advantage for the intended terrain. A wider surface area of the tires provides better traction while also exerting less pressure on the ground compared to a narrow one, which makes it suitable for soft ground or muddy areas. Oh Lord, I can tell you for sure this is a machine. In fact, you know, there's complete growth of the toy market in this country. And if you look at your ordinary supermarket today, what you will see is that boys and men are getting extremely and continually fascinated with toys on 4 wheels, and especially that will enable them to do what all the big boys do out there in Formula 1 and the like. But while you enjoy the power of the little engine and the things it can do, you're also confronted with the pain of having to face the bumps alone. Yes, this particular buggy has no suspensions, and while they made the seat in a way to compensate for that, the terrain and the engine power conspire to ruin all that. The steering is manual, which puts absolute control in your hands, while also giving you every reason to care where you step.
We had a number of challenges, the first one being the steering. The steering is a manual steering. That means you need a lot of accuracy when aligning the wheels so that the wheels will not steer by themselves.
But if you should take it to the tarmac, you will quickly throw your cares to the wind. Yes, literally. You'll be amazed at the speeds this buggy can do. and with 5 gears to shift through and sexy sound behind it, you're sure to attract an onlooking fan base who unfortunately will not see you too long. All the same, you shall have left your mark as a force on the road.
Well, I look at the gear really. Very interesting gear. Whose idea was it to use this for the gear? This is, well, no, we were making something basic, but
That was mine. It was my idea.
it was your idea to use this as a gear.
Because the engine has a sequential kind of a gear, so that all the gears are sequential, they go consecutively forward. So we just needed a simple mechanism whereby you have a pivot and a fulcrum just move sequentially. If I'm going to disengage, you
Move backwards.
Yeah.
But I strongly advise against the tarmac, especially for the technology-happy driver addicted to steering controls and automatic mirrors with blind spot assist. Well, here we are all manual. You want to know if it's safe to turn? Do it yourself. You want to indicate your next turn? Free your right hand or maybe your right eye too and find the switch behind your seat.
And we'll also go out further to fulfill many other needs that the owner may require. We might customize this one to the user requirements.
But those are just the little things that spice up a different driving experience. There's no better way to describe the determination of the young man behind the buggy to make a mark in the Kenyan motoring industry at all costs. The determination of a fish, you could call it, because just like fish, the buggy has no reverse gear. Forward ever. This also being their first test drive, they have quite a clear idea of what else needs to go into their piece of innovation, even what else they need to give the market.